champions aren't always born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guys standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Florida Gators and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. The Vols smoked the Gators the last time they saw each other, and they would love more of the same in this one.
They've been partying nonstop in Knoxville ever since that blowout win against the Gators, and they want to keep the celebration going. To do that offensively, they've got to be able to come away with explosive plays in this game.
Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done, and they've been so good at it. And it's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Florida Gators offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And now we take our first look at the explosive veteran Eric Singleton. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
Jones to throw. Right side, it's Singleton. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Gators will call on their punt team. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick give. It's Bishop. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot.
And this is what you absolutely love about rivalry games. There's so much chippiness and just so much hatred between players and fans and coaches, everybody associated with it. David, you can tell the defense, they didn't forget about what happened last year and taking that L. They are playing lights out here early in this game, and they're letting the opponent know it.
And I'm here for all the pettiness. I'm here for all of the rivalry things that come with it, man. The pushing.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Smashes ahead. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Run inside. It's Bishop. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Vols want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. On the run, it's Bishop. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Shakes off the defender. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty.
Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play. Handoff for Ball.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Stopped right there.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Pryor. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gonna look downfield again. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. It's inside. It's Bishop. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wants to go up top on second down. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. The Vols will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a give the ball. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Right side, it's Ball. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Running inside. It's Ball. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Enough to move the chains. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. And the Gators are flying down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Nice move to keep running. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Grab behind the line. It's Ball. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Handoff for Ball. They'll get him on the ground, but but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Out wide left, it's Staley. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Second and long here. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got a man, it's Bishop. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Gators sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with the big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got him past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Stepping to the right. Looking to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Georgia in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Montgomery. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room. Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the two teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's ball. Could not make his way to the corner.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Here's a give the ball. Just steamrolling the defense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Singleton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The fake wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, it's Bishop. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Jaden one more time. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and 6 yards to go. much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Buys time to his left. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he
just plowing ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
Out wide right, it's Jackson.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff for Ball. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the tight end. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He never had a chance, never came close to converting that fourth down. Great job by this defense.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach
snags it, and there's running room. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Rush is on. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So they're
just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Almost picked off.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why, I'd say...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Between the hashes, it's Jackson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and in rivalry games, well, that's